Hi there, chess friends. Welcome back to a new video. It's Sunday, the 2nd of March, 2025. It's a beautiful day outside. So if you see me squinting my eyes, it's because the sunlight is coming through the windows. Played three games today. I'm trying to normally keep it to one or two, but yeah, the first one was rough, and the second one was really short. So I felt there's time and energy left for a third game. Um, yeah, didn't gain the points I wanted to this week, even though I tried to get to um, not to be too focused on the points. I had some still in the back of my mind some hopes for how many points to gain, and I didn't quite gain what I wanted to gain. But yeah, I was hoping to gain 32 points. I gained 24 points through the week, which is a nice lesson for me to learn to accept. It doesn't go the way I wanted to, and still stick to just the three games, because I know if I would have played another game, I might have lost, and then I'm possibly going into the tilt again. And it's a Sunday in this beautiful weather, so I want to go for a bike ride in a minute, or in a minute in the afternoon. So good to leave it at this. So I gained 24 points in a week, which is pretty okay. Three very different games. Yeah, let's go. First game I played with black. It I I played with 70.8% accuracy, so not too good. And my opponent 81.8. So you can guess what the outcome of the game is. I didn't win. I didn't draw either. I lost, and it was due to a mistake of myself. A mistake I made before, and I think I've made it twice now, so I don't think I'll make it again. Um, this is a famous trap, and I normally always like to bring out the bishop, and if they capture, I recapture, and if they take the pawn, because they've removed the defender, you can bring your queen out here, threatening a checkmate, and you can win yourself a knight. So I thought, okay, this is going somewhere. So I was thinking, and this is a mistake now already, because I should have just thought a little bit more clearly, because the square where I want to go with my queen is not there anymore because it's protected. And I was only thinking about probably trying to push the pawns, and but I should have considered that if he was taking this, I couldn't take and go here with my queen. So I was about to lose my pawn if I didn't defend this. So I would have either had to, which I did think, my first impulse instinct was to bring out my knight here. And I probably should have done that. Because if I would have taken it, I would have straight away had a defender to this pawn. And yeah, everything would have been fine. And if he pushes this pawn, I'm happy to capture and retreat with my bishop. But for some reason I didn't. I thought, like, let's press the issue. And then he took, and I can't go here. And then I thought, like, hang on, but what if I give him a check? This is the second time I made this mistake. What if I check here, and then I can check here and win myself a knight? You might already see this coming. But when I did this, I already thought, like, oh, hang on, this is not going to work the way I want it to go, because he can just defend with his knight. So I've lost myself a bishop for nothing. Well, was it for nothing, or maybe even a pawn? Oh no, because I lost a pawn. So it's like, yeah, I'm down a full piece. And just well done to my opponent. He didn't fumble, he didn't let go, and he managed to uh, finish off this winning position. Nothing I can say about that. He did well. Um, yeah, I thought, like, maybe he's attacking my queen. So I thought like just prevent him from coming in. Castling. I was continuously trying to find some counterplay, but yeah, my opponent was playing pretty good. So all the ideas I had, he either saw them coming or I don't know. But trading of some stuff, which is always clever when you're up. Obviously now he's x-raying my queen through his knight. But I obviously did also see like if he was going to go here, it'd just be a pawn and I'd be I need to have a checkmate threat. So I needed to go here first, even though I didn't like it. Yeah, for whatever reason I did consider going here, but I didn't know what to do here other than grab a pawn. Yeah. Hmm. Hang on. How's that even winning a pawn? Because your rook is undefended. He could have just taken his rook with his queen, couldn't he? Hang on. Oh, never mind. Otherwise the video is going to take too long because we've got 3 games. So I thought let's get out of this nasty tactic. Oh, threat mate check. Yeah, obviously I had to step out of the way from a rook. But then he saw something nice and I failed to notice. So I actually didn't just blunder my bishop, but I also blundered my queen. Because now my queen can't go anywhere. Yeah, it's trapped. So obviously if I go here, it's a goner. If I go here, it's still a goner. If I go here, it's a goner. If I go here, it's a goner. There, it's a goner. So I thought like best thing to do is to get the rook for a queen rather than a bishop for a queen. And yeah, I mean I was toast anyway, so I thought like let's get the yeah, Stockfish wanted me to go here and have my rook just captured for whatever reason. Because this is obviously going to end up in a checkmate threat. There's nothing really I can do about it. Yeah, I was just fumbling all over the place. That's the thing when you made a mistake or 2 mistakes. At least that's my experience, and from my own experience, when I'm playing and losing, but also when I'm playing someone who I'm winning against. And I think it's a saying. It's just blunders never come on their own. Like once you blundered a piece, it's highly likely you're gonna blunder something again because you're not thinking straight. You're not clear in your head. You're just in survival mode, and then your scope is very narrow. So yeah, so this was the first game. Let's go on to the next game. Right, so second game. This is a very short game, and I played this game with 100% accuracy. It's a perfect game. But let me tell you, it was only like about 5 moves or something. And my opponent played with 59% accuracy. So playing with black again. Yeah, just getting out here to not get harassed by the knight eventually and fried liver attack it's called. But my opponent brought out his knight anyway. But since the pawn is not pushed just yet, the bishop is not defending it. So it's a free knight. And that was the end of the game. So it was 4 moves. So it's easy to get 100% accuracy in 4 moves. But I got it anyway. So there we go. Until the next game. So this is the 3rd and final game of today. And I got a brilliant move. As you might have seen in the thumbnail. I sacrificed my knight for a good tactic, and yeah. Afterwards, I missed a checkmate threat in a couple of moves, but I'm not too good at that, calculating how to get a checkmate. And rather than go for the checkmate, I tend to go for another option, which is in this case like putting pressure on a pinned piece and winning a bishop whilst I was already up in material. So I opted for that, and it ended up in a resign. Anyway, let's have a look. So I'm playing with white for a change. So twice black, once white. Accuracy isn't all that great. 71 for me, 65 for my opponent. Yeah. So, oh, hang on, excuse me. The computer is just press play rather than press. You can press yourself per move or press play, and he does the whole game in one tempo. But then you can't stop. Yeah, so bringing out my Jababa London setup, but he was doing some weird stuff, and I think it's somewhere along the lines of the hippo defense, which you bring out your pawns in a kind of structure, and you bring out, I think you bring another pawn here, and then your bishop here. Sorry, your knight here, and the other knight here, or maybe knight here, bishops here. It's a really weird setup. Some people say it's a really good system, and others say it's just garbage. Yeah, it's a very cramped position, but he did manage to put me under pressure in the beginning until he started to fumble and fall apart. I'm just developing. I didn't know if he was going to push this pawn and harass me, so I thought like just open up a square for retreat possibilities. I'm just developing. Obviously now eyeing at this pawn and the rook afterwards. So simple and easy. Okay, he wanted me to push this pawn. Okay, that's fair enough. I think it's a matter of preference. But you can see this position is quite cramped. There's nothing really much he's doing. He's got his bishop stuck behind everything, so I'm not sure if this is a good setup, but um, well, he's getting his pieces into the action. I did make a mistake, not here just yet. I thought like, okay, let's trade. I knew he was going to go here and threatening to win a pawn, but I thought like, okay, let's bring out the knight. And that was actually a mistake. I don't think he saw it straight away. No, he didn't actually see straight away. Oh yeah, because obviously if he could capture a pawn for free, because even though it's defended, he's got another attacker. But I was obviously eyeing the queen. So I should have realized that he stepped out of the line of fire, and now he can just take this pawn for free. But I didn't. I should have just moved my king here. That's an easy way to prevent everything. But I didn't. So I lost the pawn. But it's just a pawn. It's just a pawn. And I was thinking in a world maybe I can push this pawn and then push this pawn here. And if he recaptures, I can push this pawn for a fork. But the queen is now here, so it wouldn't work. But I had something in the back of my mind. Then he gave me a check. I knew he could do that, but now I'm defending. Yeah, so he's putting on the pressure. And when I pushed this pawn, I thought I made a mistake. Because I thought he could go over here with his bishop and threatening checkmate. And I thought I didn't I thought I had no way of defending it, but luckily he took some time to think, and I saw that I can push this pawn and have my bishop defending this square. So this is exactly what happened. So I pushed the pawn, so now I have a defender on this. And so my opponent is obviously trying to maybe sacrifice his rook, but then I still have a defender for here, but I thought like this step out of the way, which the computer didn't like. Let's have a look. Why? Okay. Yeah. I think it's because the engine wanted me to get out of the way. I do it in a minute. I have a different move order. I don't know why he did this. Yeah, I was thinking maybe he's gonna get his rook over. So I felt like, oh, I really need to get out of the way. So now I got out of the way. So it's a bit of a different move order than the computer wanted, but yeah, he's obviously looking at this bishop and it's defended twice, but it's defended by my queen. So if he takes, I need to retake with my queen, and I lose a queen for a rook. So I didn't really want to have that happen. So yeah, okay, yeah, I could have, yeah, okay. It's details, but still important details, I think, because this rook is in a bit of an awkward position. I did see he couldn't get rid of it with the knight, or not straight away with his bishop. And I thought, like, in the meantime, I can get away. But if I would have just stepped away, this rook would have been defending also. And I actually wanted to keep my rook here on this row file. No, this is a file row, because I wanted to trap the queen. I thought, like, if I can bring my knight out and have two rooks here, I'm attacking it. It's gonna go here. No, I still wouldn't have been able to trap it because you could still move here, and yeah, okay. I can capture it, but it's defended. Anyway, okay, this isn't a good thing to do. Don't know why. He's still ahead. Now I get out of the way. He's defending the bishop, but when you're being attacked, it's good to trade off pieces. So that's what I did. And now I'm trading off some more stuff, giving myself some breathing space because it was not going so nicely. So I'm down by 2 points still. So my opponent is in the driving seat, and I'm having to react. He's obviously clearing the way for the rook to come in. Yeah, so the computer said it was better to castle. Then you got the rook here also. And your king is in safety, which it isn't now. And this, funnily enough, is the reason why I eventually won the game. So there you have it. So this seems like an inaccuracy, but it actually is a, depending on obviously on his next move, but this is turns out to be like a blunder. So I thought I could put some pressure on this piece. Knight is defended. He brings out his rook. And I thought like just, because I didn't have much else to do at the moment, because I'm just surviving here. Thought like just connecting these pawns. And yeah, I did see if I take, he's obviously going to come in. And then I can, this pawn is defended twice. I wanted to go down here and put pressure on the queen. I did a bit of a mouse slip, I think it was, or okay, I could have even grabbed the pawn. I'm not sure why I did this, to be honest. But now I could give a check, and this is a mistake, a blunder. So if you're if you don't see it straight away, pause the video and see if you can find out why this is a mistake. So yeah, so I did see it straight away. Well, not straight away, within a few seconds. And this is where my brilliant move comes in, because I can grab that pawn, remove the defender of this knight, and I'm obviously doing this with the tempo and the queen. So he needs to react to it, either move his queen, and then I can get just a free knight, and defending this knight, doing it with the check also, and maybe get into a checkmate. Or they can grab your knight, and I can grab his knight, and I did see that he could block it, but then I could just chop it off with the bishop. He would have won a bishop for a rook. I think that would have been the best way to do it. And then I would have actually had a rook and a pawn for a bishop, but he didn't. He blocked, so I can grab a free rook, and I knew he was going to give me a check probably down here, but so I can hide here, no worries. So I hid behind my bishop, and this pawn is well, he can't actually do anything with a knight on his own, and his bishop is pinned. This pawn cannot proceed because it's blocked by this pawn, and queen cannot get this pawn. So I thought he's probably going to go here to attack the rook, which he did. And I actually could have had a checkmate. It's a checkmate in 5. Yeah, I'm not too good at these. I'll show you in a minute. Because I didn't know, I thought like put pressure on this pin piece and grab it, and then I'm like a rook and a bishop up. So that's he resigned here, so I think there's not much more you can do. But the line actually is something along the line of. So now it's checkmate in 4. So he obviously can't go here, here, or here. He can go here. He can go here, or he can go here. Think probably the safest way to do is maybe go here. Still mate in 4. Check. No, that wasn't the best check. Oh, it is. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry about this. It just goes back to where we started. So if you go here, go here, maybe go here. Yeah, it still would have been a bit tricky, because you don't obviously want to get into a threefold repetition. So then you might have to go there again. How to do this? Oh yeah, this is the way, I think. This is the way, because now obviously I can grab this with on the next turn. He's probably gonna go here. No, didn't like that. Oh yeah, here I think. Still made in, no, still made in 5. So I'm not finding the right, that's why I didn't do it, because I'm finding it difficult to find these checkmates. So maybe he now steps out. And obviously trying to get into a checkmate rather than because now I'm obviously giving my opponent counterplay again, and it's mate in 12, and he can't really do anything. I mean, but he might be able to get his queen into the game again? Nope. Okay, the best thing according to the computer for him is to just sacrifice his queen and delay the inevitable. Anyway, that's why I didn't go for the checkmate. Possibly because obviously I couldn't see it was checkmate in 5, but I'm having difficulties finding those lines, so I opted for just putting pressure on this bishop, and my opponent resigned. Yep. So there you have it. Those were my 3 games of today. If you like these games, please consider subscribing to this channel. Give it a like, this video, and don't forget to click on your notification bells to get all my new videos in your notifications. And hope you learned something of it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment if you want. If you liked it, or if you've got some suggestions, or if you saw something that I missed. Yeah, that would be nice. So thanks once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.